Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning to you. The first ever Midnight Madness here at Boardman High School. DJ Yoakley with you, coming back off, I don't know, summer vacation. We all seem to be doing that. Dude, it blink and it's gone, right? Joined by Athletic Director. Congratulations again, by the way. First time sitting down as AD with us here at Boardman High School, Jeff Hammerton. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot going on behind us. The first ever, like I said, Midnight Madness. Jeff, when you think about what this means to a community like this, first time we've done it for all the sports. It's been done before in certain capacities for single sports. Why now? Why is this such a big deal?
You know, one thing, the school system's going over a lot of transition, new superintendent, new athletic director, and, so we wanted to try something.
Yeah.
And Alyssa Birch was really the architect of this. She came up with, let's do something to kick off fall sports for everybody. You were right. Football did it a couple years ago. But it was just football. And when Alyssa brought it to us and said, let's do it for everybody, it's just a great idea. And you can look, you saw the cross country team run behind us.
Right behind
us. Football team out there. They're sharing the turf with the soccer team. And one thing I was able to address all the athletes that are here tonight. And I thought a theme was, we're not just the football team practicing 2 to 8 in double sessions, and then the soccer team 6 to 8. And, tonight where everybody's at the same time. So let's come out on Friday nights and support the football team, and then turn around on a Tuesday night and let's pack the gym for a volleyball game.
I love it. And I mean, the amount of student athletes that you have is absolutely kind of dizzying. I mean, we took a video and it was just person after person, athlete after athlete, student after student. It went on for about 3 minutes. I mean, and it's a testament to this community. That's a testament to Boardman as a whole. Everybody wants to represent the Spartan on their chest or helmet, whatever it may be. For you, does this build that sense of community, you think? You alluded to it a little bit, but to be able to build it up and to feel pride, not only just for football, which is king around here, obviously, but to talk about cross country, you got tennis going right here. You've got all the sports going right now in fall, correct?
That's correct.
That are going on right now. Do you think that's going to build a better sense of, okay, even though I play football, I want to go on Tuesdays to the volleyball game. I want to go check out the soccer match, and rolling into winter and then spring.
Yeah, and you said it too. It was I had all the athletes come to midfield.
Yeah,
and they all took a knee, and I looked at them like, this is overwhelming. And we have we have big numbers in boys cross country, and right now a large group of them are at a cross country camp and aren't even here. So the numbers would have been even bigger there. But that's the goal. We love to pack the stadium on Friday nights, and that's the thing. But we also saw that last year in the winter when I was coaching girls basketball, when we got crowds for girls basketball games on a Monday night, and then people went to the boys basketball games on Friday night, and that was important to the kids. It was important to come out of the locker room and see a lot of people there to support you, not just family and friends, but now your classmates. And I thought this was a great way to build that.
There is a changing of a guard. You can feel it, and it's been happening, kind of transitioning over the last couple of years. But you alluded to Chris Knight for the new superintendent here. You're in the new athletic director role. What changes do you anticipate? I mean, it's easy. When a president goes in the office and said, I'm going to make these changes day one, but Marco was a great athletic director.
He's phenomenal.
And you served with him and you learned from him as kind of a mentor. What things did he teach you that you're going to kind of carry that torch?
I was so fortunate to work with Marco Marinucci, because Marco was a boss that gave you tasks and allowed you to do it. He didn't micromanage you. He let you do your thing.
Yeah.
And that was important, because when you take over a role that has 24 varsity sports and so many athletes, you want to have that experience, and he allowed me to do that. He wanted us to be, one thing he brought here that was great was he would have a meeting and tell us that he wants us at as many events as we can possibly be at. And every Sunday I would get a text from him saying, these are the events I'm going to, can you do this? And just letting me, be at an event and all by myself and kind of being the administrator there and not having, and having that responsibility, let me, he had faith in me. And I really appreciated that. And I learned so much from him. And the transition has been fairly smooth, because the last month I got to go and work every day at the high school with him, and he helped me do all that stuff.
So for you, I mean, you move into the AD role. Is there a new assistant
There it
AD?
is.
Talk to me about that and kind of your expectations for that.
Yeah, that was another thing Marco said when I first got the assistant AD job. He's like, "There's really no job description for this." He
Oh
said,
boy.
he said you could make this, how you want it, and through the years that we were together, he said we probably should come up with a job description. This, which we did, and it's going to be Rick Seipert now. He's been our girls
I
cross
know that
country
guy.
coach, yeah, and our girls track coach for years, really successful. But one thing I really like about Seip is he's such a hard worker.
Yeah.
He comes in every morning when I get here, sometimes before me, and it's always like, what do you need me to do today? And he knocks those tasks off, and I try to do like what Marco did to me and say, hey, here's some things we need done, and then let him go and do his thing, and it's been working really well.
I mean, you've championed the girls basketball team from a standpoint of getting them where you wanted to go. Very proud of that, and we're very proud of you for that. It's a little bit different when you're championing all these sports. How are you going to spread yourself that thin? And obviously you got practice doing it as the assistant, but now you're in the big dog chair. How do you become that president like person of the CEO essentially of Boardman Athletics?
Well, it's really humbling, first of all.
Yeah.
I went here. I was a student here. I was an athlete here. Played basketball and tennis here, and then I wanted to come back and teach here. And my wife teaches here,
Yeah.
and my daughter graduated from here. My son is going to be a junior. I can't even
That's
believe it.
nuts.
Yeah, he's going to be a junior. I mean, you remember when he was little league and you were covering
11
his
years
game,
old.
right? And now he's driving and he's a junior here.
Oh
And
my
Boardman's
gosh.
been so great to us.
Yeah.
And all the experiences it's given my family. I just hoping I could pay back now in an athletic director role.
Obviously it's a special place to be. There's great opportunity here from a student side, athletic side, and there's a lot of things to do. Obviously, we're looking at it. One of the biggest schools that we cover. For you, when you look at that, when you're putting a schedule together, do you consult coaches? Is that something where you're saying, hey, we really want to get these on the schedule for one reason or another? We saw a tough season last year with the football team. We want them to bounce back, but we want a great experience, obviously, here being a Spartan and understanding what it means to wear that Spartan head on the side of your helmet on Friday nights. For you, what is it hard to kind of split that up? I mean, between wins and losses and the experience?
Well, the one thing, and again, I keep mentioning Marco, but Marco always just said, I'm not measuring our teams on wins and losses. I'm measuring on our competitiveness, and he was very big on, I just want our kids to compete. I know we're not going to win every game. I get that. But when we go out there, I want the other team to know they played the Spartans tonight, and that was a big one. And I agree with that 100%. That's my philosophy too. I'm never going to, say to a coach, you're going, if you don't go through, 6-4, you come back, something ridiculous like that. I just want to see every Friday night on a football field that we're competing as hard as we can. I see every Tuesday that, we're diving for every volleyball so it doesn't hit the floor. We're on the cross country course. We're trying to set a personal best every time we get out there. We're on the tennis courts and what you name sport here that we're just competing. That's when it's at its most fun.
Yeah.
When you've given everything you've had. That was one thing I stressed as a basketball coach too. As long as we try as hard as we can, we'll look up at the score at the end and we can at least say, hey, we gave it everything we had. But it's when you don't give it effort is when we got upset.
I love it. And you look around this place, you see the football. They're in all the what they got, helmets and shoulder pads on, and some. Well, some of them got pajama pants. We got some shorts. But you look around here, it is more than just the student athletes. You look at the community. You got the head basketball coach, Pat Birch, over there slinging pancakes the size of our head. Donnie Riccatelli's over. I mean, you have so many people that want to have a hand in what's going on right now. For you, that has to be, I mean, I think the perfect word you already mentioned, humbling.
It really is. And it's, we have all our fall coaches here, but if you look over there, you mentioned Pat Birch. We have a state champion bowling coach over there, and Coach Cullen. And her season doesn't start until October or November.
Yeah.
And she's here tonight because she's an expert at getting the syrup into the squeeze bottles. So she was at a concert tonight with her mom, and then concert ended. Come straight here.
Wow.
So these are the kind of things that when you have people like this that will come back, or assistant principal Kyle Sheehan's over there. they don't have to be here tonight. This is an athletic event, and they could be home. They could be in bed. It's after midnight. We're old. We're tired. But here they are and doing anything they can to help.
Did you have to take a nap to get ready for tonight?
I did not.
All right.
DJ, a lot of pacing. That's all. A lot of pacing and a lot of batter making.
You're always high energy. Well, you kind of peel back the curtain. We have pancakes here. So the question is how long is it going to take for the football team to have a pancake eating contest? That's what I want to know.
The plan was, if we did the math right on the box, we could make 960 pancakes. So we were thinking if we get 250 to 300 kids, every kid's going to get at least 3 pancakes.
Oh my goodness!
But the pace that Pat Birch is making them, they're going to get 2 giant pancakes. That's it. But
I love it.
It's going to be fun. And then that was the other thing I told them too. We're going to start eating pancakes around 1. I don't want the football team just to eat pancakes with the football team. I don't want the volleyball kids just to get to know.
You want a mixer?
Yeah. That, and I think that'll build a little, camaraderie as well.
For you, I know this is a broad question and probably tough to answer. What are your expectations for the 2024-2025 school year in athletics?
Well, I think I already said a little bit. I would just be competitive.
Okay.
If we go out there and we're competing with everybody on our schedule, I'll be happy with that. Like you said, a couple seasons, maybe we had last year that, our coaches were like, hey, we need to improve on, and they're working as hard as they can. It's great to come in on a Tuesday morning at 7:30 in the morning, and our football coach is already here meeting. And then the kids are coming in at 8, and then they leave, and then you've got the soccer guys doing a conditioning thing, and you've got the soccer girls coming. So as long as we're working and getting after it, those are really the expectations.
I love watching you pace the sidelines, but I think there's going to be a little less pacing, and you're not going to wear that hole into the side of the gym the way you did last year. I mean, is that going to be weird for you to not have? I mean, you'll still have your fingertips and your DNA on it, but is it going to be weird for you to have to kind of take a back seat and let coaches coach in that perspective?
Not at all. I was blessed last year to be surrounded by excellent assistant coaches. Little Brian Terleski and Annie Pavliansky and Donnie and Ali O'Brien and Lauren Gabriel. I mean, we just, the staff was great. I mean, and I say this all the time, you interview me, I get interviewed by whatever, but it was a collaborative effort. I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that it was, all me. That's a great group. And a lot of those coaches are back, and we've got some new ones over there with the girls basketball, and that's what makes it great. Now I get to step back a little bit, and I'm 50 now. I've been on those buses in January. I can now turn that over to someone else and let them do the game planning and put it their fingerprint on how they want it to run. I'm fine with it.
Humble, hungry. There's 960 pancakes over there. It's after midnight. Jeff, always a pleasure,
DJ,
man.
Thank you so much
appreciate
for coming.
you.
I appreciate it.
You
man.
got it. We'll have Alyssa Birch right on after this, right here on YSN. Back in a moment.
Thanks, DJ.
You got it, buddy.
Now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Midnight Madness, the first annual event here in Boardman, and we are joined by the person, the engineer of all of this. This was her brainchild, Alyssa Birch. Alyssa, thank you for joining us. Thanks for letting us come out here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We
Excited to have you.
This is unbelievable. I mean, you look back behind us, and you got the football team, you got the soccer team, your volleyball team is in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Doing work.
Yeah.
From that standpoint. How do you come up with something like this? This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for me, in the role that I now have, like with the Boardman local schools, I have a lot of time to kind of brainstorm with the coaches. And Coach Doda and he had kind of brought somewhat of this idea like to my attention, saying this is something that a lot of football teams do. And a couple years ago, Coach Seipert and I started the Lady Spartan Strength. And the idea behind that was, the volleyball team gets to know the volleyball girls, but why not get to learn a little bit about cross country or, the golf girls, so that we can see more people showing up at different games and they can start to support each other and kind of create this community. So that was so successful for us. And the idea of, building school pride and school spirit, why not do it with everybody? So it's just kind of this idea. We always want to include everybody. So
I mean, this has been done. I've seen it football team. I've seen basketball teams do it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, this August 1st usually marks the new chapter of the school year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm guessing that's kind of what went into this.
Yeah.
But to bring in everybody, I mean, this had to be okay. We can do it, but then there's obstacles, and there's,
Sure.
the community support has been phenomenal. You look at what's going on. Your husband, by the way, is just flipping those flapjacks like no other.
I heard he struggled in the first round, but he got it together.
I mean, when you think about this, obviously there's a lot of things that have to go into it, and a lot of luck that has to go your way.
Yeah.
How did you kind of battle the adversity through?
Well, fortunately for me, I've got coaches that kind of just buy into all of my crazy ideas. I'm definitely an idea person, and I throw out a lot of bad ones, but they did jump on, and every coach is here supporting, and every winter coach is here
as
our chef. So yeah, we kind of all come together as a family and we get it done.
And the community is so great. I saw Chiefs here somewhere. I mean,
Chief Worth is here. We have Boardman SROs and police officers on campus right now, keeping, everybody safe so the parents can be at ease too. I mean, obviously, me being a parent myself, the first question I was like, okay, how can we put everybody at ease that obviously kids that were going to come here and drive are going to be safe, that, no one else is going to come onto campus, all of those logistics too.
What are your expectations for doing something like this? I mean, did you want parents here? Did you want fans? Is that something?
Well, we did have that conversation, but this is tryouts too for a lot of sports.
Okay.
So yes, we want to respect too that, some sports are going to be cutting. So we got to respect, the time for that. But I think I'm just a memory person. Like, I'm always like, okay, how can we make a core memory? Like, if I were a kid, what would I remember most? And, if I was a cross country runner, I think it would be pretty cool to put on the glow sticks and run around, just I don't know, just something to have fun.
I mean, the tennis. So let's break down all the sports that we have. I mean, it's all the fall sports, right?
Yeah, it's every single one. So tennis is on the tennis courts. We have the football team right behind us. Boys and girls soccer are down there sharing the other end of the turf. Cheerleaders are down there on the track. You can't see them. Girls cross country is running. Volleyball is in the gym. And Todd Berkey, our strength and conditioning coach, is in the weight room right now with girls and boys golf and the boys cross country team. That's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah, they're all here.
Unreal. And I mean, what was the feedback? I mean, when you kick, obviously, I'm an idea guy too, right? But I know that when you throw that idea and you manifest it, there's a lot of people that go, but what was the feedback when you first pitched it?
So after talking to Coach Doda, running it past, Jeff, of course, is like 100% in. You draft that email where you have all the logistics. You let everybody know that you just have to show up as far as the coaching standpoint. And I know all of that stuff going as a coach, like, how can I make this as easy for them as possible? And then you hit send on that email. And when you get like the immediate, 4 responses back, we're in, what do you need? What can we do? Like, so excited. Then you know that everyone's going to partake.
Now, coaching wise, they're not all teachers. So some of them have to work in the morning. So they're making some big sacrifices here.
They are. Yeah. A couple people had to take some naps before we got here
Did
today.
you take a nap?
I didn't. I was too
Okay.
anxious. No.
You
Yeah.
you and
I've got
Hammer
Jeff
on the
Hamilton
same.
calling every. Yeah. Yeah.
For you, I mean, I talked to Hammer about what his expectations are for this season.
Yeah.
As someone who was raised here, went here, to wear that Spartan proudly.
Yeah.
What are your expectations? And obviously, you got a little one as well. Well, not so little anymore, but for you, what are your expectations for something like this out of it to kind of work its way into the season?
Well, I think obviously if we're involved in sports from the coaching perspective, from the athletic perspective, like we're competitive, we all want to win. But when I think back on like my time as an athlete or my time at Boardman High School, I don't even know what my records, what they were, but I know that they're still my friends. They're still the people that I'm texting on a daily basis that I see that, they're my people. So I think here too, and maybe it's like that at a lot of other schools, but it's about the relationships and it's about the people, and we have the best people here.
I will never doubt that.
Yeah.
For you, I mean, are you one of those people that look at it right now and you're like, okay, what do we got to do next year to take it to
always. Yeah. Well, I already know. I got to get the people working water. I didn't necessarily think about the people I asked to help out, but yeah, we're already adding to the list. But I hope that's how everyone feels, that this is worth adding to.
Is the pancake guy going to make his comeback next year?
God, I think we're stuck. I don't know. I don't know.
Alyssa Birch, thank you so much. Always great for us and for us. Thank you so much. And this is a wonderful success. So continued success to you, and keep coming up with these great ideas.
I'll try.
We'll be back right after this on YSN.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists.
Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats.
Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are two of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Next segment, a guy who, if you watch YSN, and I joked with you, but I'm kind of serious, he's on YSN more than I am, especially in the last few months. Rick Seipert, obviously. I had some breaking news earlier. Mr. Assistant Athletic Director? Hey, baby, all right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, new role for me this year.
And listen, you're like Batman. You have so many like utility belt pieces to you. You're hard to figure out. But one thing that we were talking during the break, I'm not joking when I say you are one of the hardest working individuals, whether it's coach or entrepreneur, or whatever, that I have ever seen. And as soon as I do that, obviously he flips it around, Mr. Humility, right back to his parents. What makes you, and we've talked about this before, but for those who are seeing this for the first time, hearing about it for the first time, What gives you that drive to continue? I mean, it doesn't matter if they're your girls, if they're, I mean, anything Boardman, anything, anybody else, anybody you touch, you seem to help out if you can.
Well, I mean, my mom and dad were both really hard workers. So I got to see that growing up. My dad was a steel worker over at LTV in Warren there. Excuse me.
Sure.
And then my mom was like, she was like the systems, like the IT processing person for Trumbull County. So like both of them from like a young age, like neither of them did believe in sick days. They went to work. They just worked. My dad grew up on a farm in Fowler. He was one of 14. And then my mom grew up in Majory. She was one of 12. So I mean,
so you got some aunts and uncles.
I have a lot of aunts and uncles. I have a lot of cousins. We're really widespread. But like from a young age, like they were workers. My dad worked midnight shifts, day turn, afternoon swings. I mean, they both worked a lot of hours, and kids pick up everything. Like I'm a father. I've 3 under 6 right now, and
oh, buddy,
they pick up everything.
Yep.
Anything you do. So like my parents are both great role models. I learned from that, and I try to make sure that I'm a good role model for people. I mean, especially in schools, kids are always watching. If you're out here doing things that you shouldn't be doing, like everybody can teach you something. And one thing I've learned is like over the years, there's good coaches that you want to like be like, and we have some great ones here, like Pat Birch, Carlo Corden, DJ Doda. I mean, John Phillips.
Influencers.
We can go, and they're great. They've been doing what they've been doing for a long time. Everybody has stories, and you can learn good things from them. And then on the flip side, we have some people roll in, they're not so great at coaching, and you can learn like maybe I should not do what that person doing because I hear that there's problems in the athletic office, they're in the paper for this. Like, don't do those things. And kids are sponges, and as you can see, there's I'm not into it, but there's a new TikTok challenge every day. Kids are eating batteries and licking Tide Pods and all that stuff. But don't do that. Be like someone that's doing good things, not doing that kind of stuff. So it was my upbringing. And then I've had great coaches my entire life. I was coached by the Brazils in Little League Baseball. I had Jeff Bake, and then as my football coach, Bernie Tarr was one of our basketball coaches at Hubbard. I mean, they're just good dudes that they got the things done. Jeff Bake won a state championship. Bernie Tarr won a state championship. I mean, we had guys that
that's Hall of Fame stuff.
Yeah, Jack Arvin. There's the All-Star football game.
Yep.
It's named after Coach Arvin. He was one of our line coaches when I was in high school. I mean,
it's incredible.
They're just good dudes that you take something from. And I went to college to be an engineer, and it just wasn't for me. And I'm like, who got me to this point? Because I can hear Steve Hunt, my DB coach, is saying that all the time. Like honor the people that got you there. And if I didn't have good teachers and good coaches, we probably aren't having this conversation now. So maybe one day somebody can say, DJ and Sipe, you got me to where we're at because of those days,
I feel bad for that kid if they're talking about me. You mentioned you want to be an engineer. You went to school to be an engineer, but you're engineering something special here at Boardman, man. This team you've got this year
could be good. Yeah, I'm with the assistant AD position here. I'm not around as much as I'd like to, but I have a great coaching staff. Coach Scott Denham and Luka Dorcas has taken like the Bulls
the lion's share.
Yeah, he's doing it all. So I'm just helping out, advising along the way, and just trying to keep something really good too. And it was a good time to turn it over as well because, I think it is a pretty solid team. Like I've been around Boardman for 15 years, and this could be one of the better cross-country teams the girls have had. So you got Gabby Vanetti coming back. She was a state qualifier last year. We got a freshman coming in, Haley Barrow, another Barrow kid.
Oh my gosh.
She's just as intense as Lauren and Sarah and Frank, and she's running right with Gabby and Olivia Brady, who had a great freshman year last year. And then Lauren Swantek's making big moves this summer. And then we have just a mix of great girls that are in that 4 to 9 range for us. Mariah Doyle, Abby Mihawk, Gianna Barandino, Mia Brown. It's just any day it could be any of these girls. So it's going to be really interesting to see. And I always tell kids when they come out too, you don't have to be all state. You could be all stake for all I care. Just come and try to make the person in front of you better and make the person behind you better. And if you're at the back of the line, just keep pushing that person in front of you, because they're going to push the next girl and the next girl and the next girl. And they just kind of believe in that stuff, and they get in that train, and things have been really good. So I'm excited to see how this goes, so it should be a fun season out here.
You mentioned your dad works as the midnight shift. You're working the midnight shift tonight.
We're working the midnight shift tonight.
I see the girls running around. They've got glow sticks
Yeah.
and like all kinds of stuff. And right before everything kind of transpired, they had a team meeting, specific glow sticks for specific girls and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. For you as a coach, this has to be a breath of fresh air, as opposed to, and I don't want to take it for granted because high school sports is pretty serious around here.
Right.
But to be the drill sergeant all the time, just to watch this and just kind of laugh and say, you know what, this is special. Nobody else that I know of, at least in the state of Ohio, is doing what Boardman's doing tonight.
Right. Yeah. Alyssa did a great thing out here. She's come up with a lot of great ideas over the years, and it's just great that she included us to help make these things come alive. Years ago, we started. It was her idea for Lady Spartan Strength.
Love it.
And all of our girls are members of the weight room now. That's what we do.
That's
Boardman
huge.
now. It's huge. Yeah. And like, they just have confidence to go in there. And my girls know we run and we lift. That's how we get better. So, she's had great ideas here, and there's more to come as well. So it's just great that we have people that have new ideas with the same kind of ideals. We're out here at past midnight. We're all in for kids. We all got families of our own, but we're out here doing what we can for the kids of Boardman, because they deserve it. Every kid here, they're fantastic kids. They get it done in the classroom. They get it done on the fields, on the courts. It's a really special place to be a part of.
Now, we're used to you evaluating runners and track and cross country athletes. I need you to evaluate something different tonight.
Yes, sir.
I need you to tell me. Now, you've been over there a couple of times. Who is the A-game flapjack pancake maker? Is it Donnie Riccatelli or is it Mr. Birch?
Well, it depends on how you like your pancakes. Coach Birch is making them a little wider and thinner, and then Coach Riccatelli is making them a little smaller and thicker. So you like a fluffy pancake, or you just want something that you can sop up all the butter, the syrup, and all that, and put it down.
Hey, this isn't RNC or DNC. You got to make a decision. You got to vote for one. Who's making the better pancake right now? If it's Coach Sipe,
I don't want any hate mail, because I'm the worst pancake eater ever.
You don't like pancakes?
I like butter. That's it. Butter on my pancakes, and that's it. So I want that thick pancake with a big piece of butter on it. That's it.
Oh, so what's the breakfast meal of choice?
Eggs. I love my eggs, man. Eggs. I like my eggs on a bagel.
Scrambled?
No, I like
sunny side.
It depends on the mood, man. Like bagel with an avocado spread. Sometimes I like to eat sunny side up. Sometimes I like to scramble on it. Sometimes I do hard boil, but that's my move, man.
We are fighting like hell to get the Spartan show this year again. Fingers crossed for that. So I have to ask this question now, because in case I don't get the chance to ask it later, with all these movies coming out with time travel and things of that nature, if you could time travel forward to the future, backward to the past, where would you go and what would you do?
Oh, man. Total sentimental answer. So my dad passed away 8 years ago this December. I honestly think I would love to go back in time and spend more time with him. I think about that stuff all the time. He passed away right before my kids were born. So that's something I dwell on, that kind of stuff often. That's one of my internal struggles. But I always talk with my athletes every day is not going to be perfect when they come to school. I'm like, listen, mom and dad are doing these things because they care about you. So, don't take those moments for granted. So I always try to preach that to my kids. But if I could go back and forward, backward, I'd go back and I'd take them to another ball game or something like that. Just one more time, play catch. Because, life is fleeting, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
I know my daughter started soccer this past week. I've been used to seeing her in the pool all summer. And I looked at my wife and I'm like, when did her legs get this long? She's like, she's growing up that fast.
How old is she?
She's 6. They'll be 7 in November. So, but it's like, like I said, I'm used to seeing them just swimming in the pool, and they did a great job. I'll tell you what, Carla Corden, man, you got to get an interview.
Absolutely.
he is one of the best all around coaches I think I've ever been around. I loved every second of that summer swim this year, and again, he's in the main event because he's one of our Boardman.
Absolutely.
He's one of our Boardman coaches.
He's awesome.
So it's fantastic stuff. But yeah, back in time to say what's up to my dad one more time, I think.
Love it.
That's
Coach, you were the best, dude. You were the absolute best. The answers are the best. I hope that we get the Sparty show just so we can get you back out there. Great on the mic.
Let's promote these guys.
Let's go. Sipe, thank you very much. I appreciate you, buddy.
Anytime, man.
We'll be back with one more stop right here at Midnight Madness in Boardman right after this.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Last segment here on the very special YSN Power Hour brought to you by Toyota of Warren here at Midnight Madness at Boardman, Ohio. What a great event. I mean, you look at over my shoulder, everything that's going on. You have 10 sports represented here. Boardman doing things and just breaking through glass ceilings like nobody else. So if you're out there and you're looking for new creative ideas, you're going to be following in Boardman's shadow for quite some time because this is outstanding. Well done. Thanks to Jeff Hamilton. Thanks to Alyssa Birch. Thanks to Coach Sipe. Thanks to all the coaches here, the community members that are flipping pancakes to these kids here in a few minutes. Thanks to Donnie Riccatelli for allowing us and giving us the idea to come out here at midnight. Everything kicks off on Monday. I mean, as far as we go, the Power Hour is back full-time Monday to Friday, every day, 3 p.m., and we're excited to be doing that. We'll start interviewing coaches and obviously the student athletes as well as the community members that make things happen, for the lack of a better word. We are excited. We are thrilled. This is going to be a big year on YSN. We've got all your favorite football teams. We've got all your favorite fall teams, and we're looking to cover each and every one of them. We did a golf match a few weeks ago to test the waters. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And we'll have some great video from that coming out tomorrow as we, again, try to cover the area unlike anybody else and like anybody else can. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I know it's way past a lot of your bedtimes, but we're so grateful for you staying up and supporting these kids, these coaches, and hearing what they have to say, because this is some kind of magic that they're having out here in Boardman. These kids are going to be something to watch, and we are going to have a lot of greatness on YSN this year. 2024-2025 starts right now. Thanks again to Boardman, Chris Neifer, the superintendent here, for allowing us to come out and be part of this. And again, we will see you on Monday right here on your sports network. On behalf of all of us at YSN, we bid you good night, good morning. I don't know. You pick. We'll see you on Monday. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network.